Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and today's probably going to be the last video that I do on the DC's minifigure series releasing on January 1st until we actually get the figures in hand and I could do a review and an opening and all that. But we got better quality pictures for the figures now, and I'm really excited because they just give us such a good look at the printing on the minifigures as well as the detail on the figures themselves as well as the accessories, which I'm really excited about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's kick things off with Superman. And Superman here looks really great, and from the leaks and things, again, I know that this is a render, like it's not actually the minifigure in hand, but the render here looks really nice. I love this suit, and I didn't like it from the leaks, and this gets me really excited. And I love the face print as well. His accessory is just absolutely incredible. I love the 2x2 Daily Planet newspaper print there. That looks so awesome with him catching a plane. Like, oh, that's so phenomenal. Like this figure is really great, and not just because of the accessory, but I think that this is a good variant. Would I have rather have had the new 52 one over this Rebirth outfit? Yeah, of course, 100%, but it's still really good in my opinion. And we're gonna look at Batman next, and Batman here looks really cool. I don't know why, but the capes aren't here on two of the characters, but he looks so cool here with the blue batarang, and I really love this new cowl piece that they made for him for his first appearance outfit. And this is a figure that I've been wanting for a really long time, so I'm glad that we're getting it, and I'm glad that it wasn't a part of the San Diego Comic-Con set. Like, this just looks so cool. It's so great to get here, and I'm hoping that that's a cool new face print. But moving on to Wonder Woman next, she also looks really fantastic. I love the Minnie Mouse skirt piece there being used, not just having it printed on the legs, but having it in this piece. It looks so cool. It's funny, the lasso is actually going right through the skirt, so that's good rendering there on Lego's part. But I really love this figure. It's so cool. My favorite part about this is actually the wristbands. That's been something that I've wanted for a really long time for her, and it's just really great to get. And just the torso printing and everything, like, this is her first appearance and it looks really great. What a great interpretation of that into Lego minifigure form. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm so impressed by this. But moving on, we're gonna look at the rest of the Justice League Core 7, starting with Cyborg, and this is based off of his first appearance with the purple chain as his accessory. And just this new helmet slash hairpiece looks so awesome. It's so iconic, and it just, the printing on it looks really great, as well as the face printing underneath. I'm really excited about, and I love that it's on a silver head and that his face is printed on it rather than just giving him like a flesh colored head and then just throwing on the Cyborg head on top. This is just, it really brings and elevates the figure to this higher detailed standard, which is really cool. And the arm printing, the leg printing looks just so great, as well as just the torso and leg. But to get side and arm printing like this on DC minifigures, and it's just so great. It's so great to not be getting just legs in one color for DC figures, which if you look at the Batman wave this past summer, it was just so many of them just had black legs. It was so annoying. But moving on to the Flash, this could be my favorite figure in the entire series. He looks amazing, like absolutely. I don't even know, like, I didn't necessarily want a Jay Garrick minifigure. Like, that wasn't something that I really realized that I needed until seeing this render. Like, I saw the leaks, it was fine, but the detail here that we're seeing, that just the leaks don't get across. Like, in terms of, like, some of the pictures, you don't even see that he has this jacket printing actually on there in dark red, and the side boot printing, that's not something that we've seen in any of the pictures, I believe. As well as just some of the detail on the face looks really cool, and I love this helmet piece. That is absolutely so cool to get. And I love the lightning on the back. That I think is a really good piece usage to make this Speed Force effect. And next we're going to take a look at Aquaman, and this is one that I'm just really impressed by. Again, like, from the leaks and stuff, it didn't really do anything for me, but I really love this. And no, this isn't Sea King. I had a couple people telling me that in the comment section. Actually Aquaman, because just the outfit is not anything like that. This is actually an appearance of Aquaman when he lost his hand and everything. So he's got that cool new hook piece, as well as the fish there in that color is really cool. And I really like the leg printing there. That's so cool, dual molded legs. The most disappointing thing is I believe that the face printing is the exact same from the Aquaman and Ocean Master set from this past year, so that's a little disappointing to me. But next we're going to take a look at Green Lantern, and this is actually Simon Baz, and he looks really great here in the render. I'm not a big fan of the character. I would have wished that this was Guy Gardner or someone else. I don't know. Even a Hal Jordan variant would have been great since it's been a while. It would have been really cool to get his Parallax version. But it's fine. I think that this is it's good. It's modern. It's important to get someone here who is pretty current and popular. So it's fine. But I really love the lantern piece that they've introduced here. It looks so cool. As well as I love the ring that they gave him, using that the handle piece there, as well as the flat 1x1 stud with the printing. It looks amazing. Like that I think that the best part of this figure for me is the lantern and the ring. Like, it's just so cool. But that's it for the core 7. Now we could just go through Justice League members who are here, and we've got Metamorpho. And again, this is a minifigure that I was like, like, he's really obscure, who cares? But wow, the detail on this figure looks absolutely amazing. I had no idea. Like, the arm printing is just so cool. The side leg printing with like the mud or I don't even know. I don't know too much about him, but I think it's mud or dirt or something. But his water leg looks so cool in the clear print. Absolutely phenomenal, and I just love the effect that they've got going there. And I'm sure on that side they've also got some leg and arm printing, and I like the fist there in that dark pink or bright purple, whatever that winds up being. And the face print's really cool as well. Just overall really detailed minifigure and just really great. I hope that these renders aren't exaggerations of how these minifigures will actually look. And next we got Bumblebee. And I really don't like this figure for a lot of reasons. I think that this is a really poor inclusion. I think that there's a lot of better people that could have been included, and I'm not just saying this because it's a girl or whatever. Like, I really love female characters, and there's so many more characters of color I think that would have been better to include here, like Black Lightning, Batwing, Steel, Vixen, Mr. Terrific, Static, Aqualad. Like, there's better characters I think that could have been included. I think it's so weird. Like, she's such an unknown character. I know that she's in the DC Superhero Girl show and she started to appear in Teen Titans Go, but I don't know. I really don't like the inclusion, especially since she is a shrinking character. Like, 100% I would have preferred this to be the Atom. It's just such a shame that he's not in the series. She's just a knockoff Wasp. Like, Wasp literally came out prior to her, and I know that DC and Marvel have this history of like stealing ideas from each other, of course. I don't know, I don't get her inclusion. The only good part is the wing piece there, and that's probably better than Wasp, so that's, I guess, an upgrade for her. And the hair piece that she's using here is cool. Like, I'm sure it'll pop up in other sets and such in the future. And my favorite part of this is the yellow lightning. Even though I don't really have a use for it, I just think it's cool to be getting it in that color. But anyways, moving on, we've also got Huntress, and she looks so cool here. This is so perfect as well for Birds of Prey coming out, with her being in that movie. And just, I love everything that's going on here. I like the hair that they chose. The printing on the face looks so cool, as well as just like, oh, the torso, the arm printing, the legs. It's just so great, as well as using the Batman utility belt piece there is so cool. And she also comes with a crossbow, so really great minifigure. Next we've got Mr. Miracle, and this makes a lot of sense because he is really popular and also really colorful. So he looks so great here, all chained up with handcuffs on and all that. And he just, like, the printing there, I know that's covered up, but the printing on the torso and everything, like, I feel like that's what I keep saying for all these minifigures and characters. It's just they're so incredibly detailed, and I'm just blown away by this minifigure in particular. Like, it's just, it looks so cool. Like, the details is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm so impressed. And the last hero is actually Stargirl, and she looks really great as well. I like her staff piece there with that new piece on the top there with the sparkles and everything. That looks really cool. And just the arm printing looks great as well. And I don't know, a lot of people have been making some custom Captain America female versions, and I definitely see that. But I love this. Like, it's so smart as well for them to include her, because she does have her own show coming on the DC streaming service. So it's a really great inclusion, and I think it's going to be a really sought after minifigure because of the show, as well as just her general popularity. But now we're going to move on to the villains, and we'll start with the one that's kind of a villain, not really a villain, but is a villain. But anyways, it's Batmite, and again, his cape didn't render in here, but he looks absolutely amazing. I love the new helmet piece or cowl piece that they gave him there. It looks so awesome, and the printing and everything here is amazing. And I love his face print and expression. It's so like, it just captures him perfectly. It's really great. And one of the best parts, though, I think, not only is this a great minifigure, but his accessory here, the 2x3 tile print there of the Detective Comics number 27 with Batman's first appearance is amazing. Having that Lego-wise for the first time is so incredible and so iconic. I'm so happy to be getting that. It looks so amazing. And moving on now to the real villains, I guess. We got the Joker, and he looks so cool here. I love the printing and everything. Again, like the leaks just, I don't think gave this minifigure justice. I love the white suit. It looks so cool with the purple dress shirt underneath. I love the detail there, as well as his face print looks so cool and so different than anything that we've gotten before, because he doesn't have the eyebrows in green. Like having them in black here looks really cool, as well as the hair, the Doctor Who hair in that color. While I'm not happy that it is that bright green, I think it looks really stunning. And this is actually based off of his appearance from the Dark Knight Returns comic, and I think that just having the Dog Turner hair in sand green would have improved this minifigure. But hey, maybe that's another video that I can do, fixing the characters. But I like his cotton candy there. I've never gotten that piece before, as well as the 1x2 Joker card there looks so great. I love that so much. That is just incredible. That's really gonna make people excited about this minifigure, I think, because a lot of people were disappointed with his inclusion. Cheetah's here, and my favorite part isn't her, it's the accessory here with the money bag. That's really cool and very comic-y, and I like that a lot. Very classic, golden age, I don't know, like the cartoons and stuff. I feel like that's what you would see in the cartoon shows from the Super Friends. But again, I don't know, I don't really like her inclusion. There's so many more DC villains that should have been included in this series to get for the first time over her. The printing here, I gotta hand it to them, it is very detailed. This is probably more detailed than the other cheetah that we've gotten in terms of the printing on the tail as well. Like that looks so cool. And she's got this new headpiece, I guess, ear mask piece. I don't know, like it's weird, but it looks really good, like the design of it, and I'm sure that we're gonna get a lot of more uses out of that in the future. And then lastly, we've got Sinestro here, and this is pretty disappointing, again, his inclusion, but I do like that we're getting the lantern piece in yellow, as well as getting a Sinestro core ring. Like that looks so cool. I don't know, he looks good, but it's just disappointing, his inclusion, for getting him in his first appearance. I don't know, I would have preferred definitely other supervillains. There's so many better ones to choose from. But that's it for the series, and I hope that this kind of gives you some insight into what I think of them, especially now that we've got better renders. I think this has really turned around the series for me, seeing these official pictures, and hopefully it'll turn around when I actually have them in hand. But to me, it's sad that we're only getting 16 minifigures, and also the prices increased from $4 to $5, I believe. So the price is increasing for these, and I think that it is worth it. Like every single minifigure comes with an accessory, and they just look so great and so detailed. Like these are some of the most detailed superhero characters that we've ever gotten in Lego form, so this gets me really excited, and hopefully this does well, because having it only be 16 minifigures makes me think that hopefully they are trying to do a second wave, which I would just absolutely love, especially now that we've gotten like the main characters out of the way, getting them in their first appearances. I would love to see what they do in a second wave, and maybe that's something that I'll do in a separate video. And overall, just the outfits, I wish that they were consistent. I'm really disappointed that the majority of these characters are of course off of their first appearances, but then you've got characters like Superman, which I think that while this figure does look really detailed, it would have been way better if it was his Action Comics appearance. As well as Green Lantern, like I would have loved that to be Alan Scott. It would have been so much better to get. You could have still given him the lantern piece and everything, but oh man, like Alan Scott over him would have just been really great. And I don't know, it's really inconsistent as a series, and I get that. I guess with Aquaman it would be pretty lame if you gave him his first appearance, but other than that, everyone else I think would have been so much better if it was that way. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy today's video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.